Hello and welcome to Design 2660 Design Plus Applications. My name is Amy Copeland and I will be your instructor for this course. You all should be pretty familiar with Illustrator, Photoshop. I know you've taken Procreate class, so in this course we're going to still be working a little bit with Illustrator and Photoshop, but we're going to be focusing on learning InDesign. I just kind of wanted to walk through the course site real quick with you. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with Blackboard because you've already been in some of those other courses with Professor Nelson and Professor Giraldo, but I just wanted to walk through mine just to make sure you knew where everything was and just to make sure that you get yourself familiar with everything before moving too far along. The course site probably looks the same as the other ones. We have our Getting Started page, and if you click through here, you'll notice there's the Meet Your Faculty. So this is a little bit about me, which you can kind of read through my bio. You've got the course overview and objectives. So this just talks a little bit about the learning objectives for each module, so you can kind of get familiar with that if you would like. This is a section where I really want to make sure that you introduce yourself to the class. There'll be a lot of students. You'll be working together. You'll be giving each other critiques and peer reviews, as well as it gives me an opportunity to meet you and just find out your goals, what you hope to learn from this course, and different things like that. So make sure that you do this during the first week of class. Some course policies, I'm not going to click through all of these things, but make sure you click through and read our statement for the use of AI in the course, technical requirements, which you probably are familiar with from the earlier courses as well, and different university policies and stuff like that. So make sure you look through there. This has your course schedule and syllabus. So make sure that you read through the syllabus, that you understand it, that you reach out to me if you have any questions. The course schedule is really important to take note of. You can even print it if you want. A lot of times with course schedules, I'll print them out. Just make note of all the due dates in my calendar just so that I have it for reference. You will see the due dates in each module, but I always like to kind of get a little bit of an overview. So all of the due dates are here for the 7-week course. Also just talks about when we start to learn projects, if you have any quizzes and that kind of thing. So definitely make note of your course schedule. And then I'm going to, Blackboard, if you have any questions about Blackboard, there's different ways to post in discussion boards, a way to post about yous, all these kind of things. But again, at this point, you guys are probably very familiar with using that. My grading scale is similar to that Professor Nelson uses. An A is 194. B is 93 to 84, C is 83 to 70, and then a D is 70 to 60, and anything below a 60 is an F. And then technical help, if you have any questions about your computer or the software or Adobe or anything like that, definitely go to the technical help. I do actually want to point out one thing that is on the syllabus is you want to make sure that you have access to LinkedIn Learning. That is something that is, and I think as we scroll down, I need to revise this section, so ignore this section. This will be revised by the time the course starts. But if we keep scrolling down, it might be under here. Yeah, you want to make sure that, I'm going to close this again, that you have access to LinkedIn Learning. You will have access to this through YSU. I think the first time that you log into LinkedIn Learning, it'll ask you to log in with your YSU email and password. Make sure you let me know if you have any trouble accessing LinkedIn Learning, because you'll definitely be using that. You're going to be going through tutorials and stuff like that in class. So make sure you get yourself familiar with that and that you log in and everything works as far as that stuff goes. In each module, you'll see a welcome module. So this just kind of introduces the module. In some cases, this is where you'll see this video and then the different objectives and the different things that you'll be learning. These are links, but I would rather you select these links through the learning materials page. So you'll see these same links, and when you click on these links, these are the LinkedIn Learning tutorials that you'll be watching. They're very, quick, and this will probably start playing, but they're very quick, different segments of videos. So some are 5 minutes, some are 4 minutes, some are 3 minutes, but you want to make sure that you watch them all, because after you watch all of these videos, then you're going to have a quiz. So you'll take the quiz based on questions that are based on those videos. And then there's 2 of those in module 1. Some modules you'll just have 1 chapter that you'll be watching, and then in a couple modules you won't have any at all. So make sure that you get familiar with everything that's due, so you can get to those videos through here, or you can get them directly through these links as well. So there's a couple different ways to get a hold of those. And then you've got your project statement. So definitely make sure that you go through the project statements and then everything that is due that week. You can see an overview. So if I click on the welcome, you'll see down at the bottom an overview of what you'll be submitting and all their due dates. So just, lots of different ways of reminders of when things are due, when you should turn them in. That type of thing. So really, I'm not going to, walk through every module. Every module will be open, but I would definitely make sure that you don't work ahead, because a lot of these projects and discussion forums will be peer related. So you'll have to kind of wait to get those peer reviews, feedback from me to continue on. But I think we're going to have a lot of fun in this course. We're going to work on icons, and then we're going to eventually work into building a multi-page recipe book. So you'll be using your Illustrator skills, you'll be using your Photoshop skills, and learning how to use all of those things with InDesign along the way. So really start getting projects where you'll build your portfolio and be able to have things to show people if you're looking for internships or that kind of things before you graduate from college. So definitely make sure that you reach out if you have any questions. My email is on the syllabus. It's also on my faculty page, or you can go to the discussion forum about asking the course Q&A. But I really look forward to working with all of you in this course, and we'll see you when the semester begins.